Today's horoscope, Scorpio April 17, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Mercury returns to your sector of work and health today, where it will visit until May 10. Mercury spent time here from March 3 to the 29th but backtracked due to a retrograde cycle. As such, plans or projects that began last month faced delays, perhaps due to missing information, and they now start to move forward or gain momentum. This cycle is superb for attention to detail. Today is influenced by a Mercury-Neptune alignment that reminds you of the benefits and rewards of your work, efforts, and routines. Work can be fun if you are allowed some room for creativity. Helping others find the information they need can be satisfying. This can be a day in which you make full use of your unique intelligence, insight, or creativity as you get the chance to apply these things. A frustrating problem can iron out or sort itself out, and relief follows. Be sure to get ready for the gorgeous energy of today. Sweet energy is trickling through the cosmos like love songs from heaven. As mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication, dance through the celestial ether, he will unite in perfect conjunction with Neptune, the planet of spirituality and soulmates. This ensures that if you plan to go on an adventure with your one and only, you'll have an enchanting time. Even if it's just an exotic restaurant nearby, you'll feel mesmerized. Singles should look for someone who captivates their soul. Work is slowly going back to normal. You have not had a single typical workday since the beginning of March. Over the last few weeks, there have been several issues to address and little fires to put out. Since there was a high-stress energy, this could have dampened the workplace morale. Thankfully, everyone's confidence and enthusiasm should begin to return after Mercury re-enters Aries. Given that this fiery mercurial energy will influence you, you could be the co-worker who inspires everyone to get back on their horse. Making yourself truly comfortable in your body takes a lot of work. Have you ever seen people who look really physically fit, but still something makes them look awkward in their skin? There is more to being in shape than meets the eye. It's a whole process that starts with what you eat and how you eat it. Do you eat on the fly? That doesn't help. Get yourself eating what and how you would like to eat this week. The rest will follow. You will be more apt to consider the reasons why you do what you do on this day. This vibration brings encouragement to delve within and to gain from introspection. You're not likely to be very focused on the outside world, so gain all you can from this. It is not often that this happens for you, or perhaps not often enough. Such reflection can give you far greater control over your life and the direction you are heading in. A lot will be happening in the moon's final hours in Scorpio, including an alignment with the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment who only retrograded back in yesterday. In the heart of a week where there is a huge amount of change but a lot of backward and forward movements, this is giving you a read on the changing landscape. Yet of all the movements this week, the one that is not a repeat or a do-over, as is the case with Juno's return to Scorpio, is the Sun's return to your relationship sector later in the week. On the income, work and career fronts and on the playful, creative and adventurous side of life's fence, it is all about reruns. Just 17 days after retrograding back into your romantic sector, Mercury leaves again today, but not before giving you a second chance to work with the planet of communication to give your heart a voice and to put heart and mind on the same page. Venus, who also retrograded back in at the end of last month, will stay on, with the planet of love not yet ready to let go of this opportunity for a second chance. Daily Planetary Overview. As we enter the second half of Mercury's post-retrograde shadow phase, the cosmic tides begin to shift yet again, this time with Mercury re-entering bold, fiery Aries. If you've been feeling like you've been walking through mental fog, dealing with lingering miscommunications, delays, or second-guessing your decisions, you're not alone. But here's the good news: clarity is on the horizon. This period marks an opportunity to wrap up the last threads of Mercury retrograde's chaos. It's a time for resolution, reflection, and most importantly, courage. Mercury in Aries empowers you to speak your mind with renewed honesty and assertiveness. If something's been weighing on you, this is your cosmic green light to release it. Whether it's a conversation you've been avoiding, a truth you've been holding in, or even a realization about your path forward, now is the time to be boldly authentic. That said, being direct doesn't have to mean being harsh. This isn't about confrontation for the sake of it, it's about owning your thoughts and feelings in a way that clears space for growth. And when we communicate from a place of self-awareness, we make room for deeper understanding in our relationships. You may find yourself encountering some lingering challenges over the next few days, old issues resurfacing, delays in plans, or misaligned expectations. Don't view these moments as setbacks. Instead, see them as opportunities to refine your course. Life has a way of giving us gentle nudges, and sometimes strong pushes, in the direction we're meant to go. If you're noticing recurring themes or emotional patterns, ask yourself what the lesson is. What are you being asked to revisit, and how can you approach it differently this time? When change arrives, and it likely will, try not to resist it. We all know how tempting it can be to cling to the familiar, even when it's not serving us. But change often carries the seeds of our next breakthrough. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal mindset, welcome these shifts with open arms. You may be surprised at the new people, ideas, and experiences that enter your life as a result. Of course, with all this fiery energy in the air, it's important to temper boldness with mindfulness. If you feel yourself getting impatient or frustrated, especially with others, pause and breathe. You may find yourself involved in more disagreements than usual, particularly if you're projecting a "my way" or the highway attitude. This is a good time to practice active listening, to tune into what others are feeling, even if they're not saying it outright. If someone's being difficult or evasive, don't let it derail your day. Sometimes, extending grace is more powerful than proving a point. In relationships, romantic, platonic, or professional, you may notice some tension, especially if you've been keeping things bottled up. Instead of jumping into conflict, take a moment to check in with yourself. What are you really feeling? What do you need? Once you're clear on that, approach the situation with calm confidence. Communication doesn't have to be dramatic to be effective. Financially, this may not be the ideal time to make big moves. If you've been feeling uncertain about money or frustrated by missteps in spending, take it as a cue to slow down and reassess. Avoid large investments or high-risk ventures for now. Stick to smaller purchases, budget mindfully, and if you're working with financial advisors, be especially discerning. This isn't about fear, it's about smart, intentional choices that align with your long-term security. Your physical health and well-being may also need some gentle attention. You might be feeling pressure from multiple areas of your life right now, which can lead to stress. But stress doesn't have to derail your wellness. Instead of abandoning your routine altogether, find a rhythm that honors where you are. Maybe that means taking a slower walk instead of a long workout, or meditating for a few minutes before bed. This is a great time to reconnect with your body's signals, learn what balance looks like for you, not just what the world says it should be. Many people think self-care is about bubble baths or spa days, and while those are lovely, real self-care also looks like being honest about your limits, saying no when needed, and nourishing your body with movement and rest in equal measure. If you've let your wellness routine slip lately, consider this your invitation to come back, not with guilt, but with curiosity. So, as this next chapter unfolds, embrace the clarity that Mercury in Aries brings. Be brave with your words, thoughtful with your actions, and open to the lessons life is offering you, especially the unexpected ones. You are being invited to move forward, not with force, but with presence.